Hey Revolution, here we are at Leluc Circuit with Tag Heuer celebrating the launch of their new 50-piece limited edition Monaco. They've taken us here to the beautiful circuit here so that we can ride on board with Patrick Dempsey. Buddy, that was awesome.
Is that okay?
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm being up the speed there for you.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay, Revolution Nation, guess who we have in front of us here today? We've been lucky enough to be in taxi ride today with Patrick. He's been kind enough. He's been in the car for the past 2-3 hours driving everyone around, and he's been kind enough to spend a few minutes with us. Patrick, it's been a little while since you've been in the car again. What is it like to be in a 991 Cup car, an actual race car again?
I forgot how much I missed it. You know, the car is it's very physical. It moves around a lot. It's very predictable and it's fun. And there's a nice rhythm to this track. So it was nice. It was a good way to get back into the car and sharing the experience with other people was very satisfying.
Great.
And of course, we're here with the Heuer, golf 50th anniversary Monaco watch, which is breathtaking.
Beautiful piece, isn't it?
Really beautiful and quite special, And we're here on the eve of Le Mans. I'm off to Le Mans after this, and I'm really quite excited.
And so, you came second in your class in Le Mans.
In 2015, second in class.
Exactly. And now that you've sat in the race car again, does it make you want to jump in the race seat again and try to go for that win, or is that?
I think I've had my moment in the endurance racing. I achieved what I set out to achieve, and I felt satisfied when I made the decision to get out of the car. I got out of the car and I'm done with endurance racing. I mean, to do stuff like this and to get back in the car, do some track days, maybe some sprint racing, and certainly some vintage racing, I'd be open to, certainly.
Awesome. Yeah, once a petrol head, always a petrol head.
Yeah,
so.
You know what? It's the most enjoyable aspect is the camaraderie, the fellowship, the team chemistry is always very exciting.
Yeah. And now you've been an ambassador of Tag Heuer for quite a few years now, and what I really like about your ambassadorship is that it runs a lot deeper than most. Tell us a little bit about what it means for you to be a Tag ambassador, a Tag Heuer ambassador, and how much you enjoy.
Well, certainly with the history at Le Mans in motorsports and sports in general with Tag Heuer and Heuer, and having an opportunity to spend time with Jack Heuer is really remarkable and special, and I'm very privileged to have that. And I think to be ambassador at Le Mans with Porsche in a car is like a dream come true. It's very special to be able to do that. It's like you're living the dream, and it meant a lot to me. Certainly the significance of what the brand means towards motorsport and capturing time is, it's hard to really articulate that.
It runs deep.
It runs very deep,
yeah.
And it's very moving, and it's inspiring, and it tries. You have to live up to the heritage in many ways, and hopefully you add to that history in time. And certainly with the vintage watches and collecting a couple, they've been two very important watches for me as a vintage Monaco watch that I got right before I raced at Spa for the very first time. So I always remember that watch and that race in particular. And certainly the Ottavia reminds me of my relationship with the Jack Heuer, which is very special. To be with someone who has had so much influence in the watch community, and what he did in his time is remarkable, which is why we're seeing this sort of revisitation of the great strides that he made when he was in control of the company.
And were you a watch collector before you became an ambassador?
Yes, but not to the level I am now.
So what kind of watches are you seeking out now? What is your philosophy behind collecting?
Certainly watches that have an emotional significance to me. yes, they're a good value, they're a good investment, and they're certainly escalating in value. But for me, it's more of the emotional connection, that I value the most.
Okay. And what I've done is I've actually passed you the Revolution Limited Edition, which you have behind your back, which
Thank
you
you. It's
haven't
a
seen
wonderful
yet.
gift. Thank you for giving it to me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure
Yes.
to have you as an ambassador. I didn't let you look at it until now. I just wanted to get your thoughts on what you think of it. How does
Well,
it look
first
to you?
you notice the blue, right?
Yeah.
And also the simplicity of the dial. But yet, I think this right here, it's elegant, it's timeless. It's really beautiful. And thank you very much for the gift.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.